cord. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start.
Okay, only a small portion of the doer comes into the body. Re-existence doers make the human physical world. So when they are not in physical bodies, they work over and work out what they have made while they were in the world in human bodies. When they are not in bodies, they work over and work out what they have made while they were in the world of human. Okay, well, after the death, before coming. Everything on the physical plane is the exteriorization of human thoughts.
Yes.
As the doers meet in flesh bodies, they work for, with, and against one another, singly, in groups, in classes, or in large masses. These actions and their mutual results bring out latent qualities of the doers.
Correct.
These qualities operating and manifesting through thoughts are exteriorized in the visible products and in the visible relations that make up the external physical world.
Correct.
All in it. Yeah. So these qualities operating and manifesting through thoughts are exteriorized in the visible products and the invisible relations that make up the external physical world. So visible products, invisible, what is the invisible relations?
Yeah, relations are not visible, no? It's felt.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, see, there are multiple kinds of relationship. I will probably choose a few sentences from thinking and from spiritual tablets, right? There are relationships that are bonded, and there are relationships that are not bonded. Okay, ours is a non-bonded relationship.
Yeah,
right?
Spiritual. Yeah.
No, spiritual is one. Now, suppose you are traveling and there is somebody else who is coming and sitting next to you. That's also a relationship, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's your reflection that is seen. Their behavior, what they communicate, etc., is actually those qualities that are part of your qualities where you may have to change. Yeah, sir.
No. In the theory of relationships of quantum physics, okay, each one is a relationship.
Exactly.
Any observation is a relationship, and that's why it says it's invisible, because you have not even about it. The moment you observe someone, there's a network of
I was giving it a practical.
Yeah, that's okay. Now I'm just mentioning this. In quantum physics, there's a theory called the theory of relationships, and that's what this is all about.
And
every object is related to that.
Actually, in the case of bonded relationship, we don't have a choice. We have to learn how to carry it.
Correct.
There is a karmic bondage there.
Correct.
Bondage is family and immediate family members.
Family and all that. Yes.
Okay. All in it is for the purpose of producing feeling and possibly a learning from the feelings and ultimately a balancing.
Yeah.
So
this is the basic purpose of why those relationships exist.
Yes.
All in it is for the purpose of producing feeling and possibly a learning from the feeling and ultimately a balancing. Oh, how beautiful. Sir, we get this clarity when we did the reading earlier, right? Today,
correct.
We are far more mature. We are far
more. Now, I agree completely. Yes. Very well put it. The exteriorization of the thoughts of each other makes a common ground. The physical makes the common ground and the physical plane on which all those doers meet, of which portions are in flesh bodies. They come to this common ground to meet each other, and they meet through their thoughts caused by the feelings and desires they have while on the common ground. The common ground unites them by their aversions as well as by their interests.
Both.
Each doer is
like we are there together now.
Correct.
Each doer is moved essentially by self-interest. Expressions of the many phases of the inner working of self-interest make the physical world what it is. The expressions of the many phases of the inner working of self-interest make the physical world what it is.
Correct.
Conflict of these interests is increased by nature, which has the doers there, which has the doers there on its own plane.
Correct.
You see, with the conflicts of this interest created by the nature, which has the doers there on its own plane. They are unique and they have their own. It tries to keep them there because it profits by the conflict. See, he says even the conflicts also profits because we learn from that.
Because of the conflicts, the overall consciousness and awareness of the entire ecosystem, right, that takes a movement upward. The entire ecosystem, not only us, all the people involved, all the entities that are involved. They could be with life, without life, everything undergoes a change.
Yeah, it's because of the politics. For example, we see the politics, the one, group, every 4 years, change occurs.
Correct.
And then conflict of interest occurs. It tries to keep them there because it profits by the conflict. It is like a man who keeps a gaming house and collects something for every game played in his establishment. The profit of nature is desire and its forms and light of intelligence from the doers. And what is this? The profit of nature is the desire and its forms and light of intelligence from the doers.
Correct. So desire and its forms, its various manifestations of the desires and light of intelligence from the doers.
Okay, yeah. Nature is profit.
Basically.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, let's go down one more page. Yeah. How is it that the world holds together and that after all there is a mysterious ordering, joining and unity in the clash and jar of life? So how all this happening? How is it that the world holds together and that after all there is a mysterious ordering, joining and unity in the clash and jar of life? The answer is that in external nature, there is a wise ordering of events by the intelligences and complete triune selves. Okay, there's a wise ordering of events. The intelligences, these triune selves, acting under the supreme intelligence, cause the doer of all terrestrial events to be arranged by elementals, great and small.
Correct. So all the elementals are participating. What is elemental? It is the finished part of all these elements.
Yeah. Yeah. Either they are great and small, they arrange, yes.
Yeah.
And the intelligence, they act. Okay. The intelligences and triune selves cannot interfere with or set aside the law that every thought must be balanced by the one who issued it according to his response. So
this is what
that means
from the beginning.
Correct.
Nobody can change
it. The only person empowered to change is the person who has issued the thought.
Who issued the thought. He only can balance it. Nobody can interfere it. Okay. All they do is to accelerate or retard the conjunction of time, condition, and place. So at which thoughts are exteriorized.
So what are they doing? They are only adjusting the elementals for the person who has issued to experience the exteriorization. They are not doing anything else.
Oh, so these elementals only adjust these conditions so that the exteriorization, happens quickly.
Correct. So they will adjust themselves.
Yeah, either quickly or retard, depending upon either accelerate or retard.
Correct.
They do not exteriorize thoughts. The thoughts exteriorize themselves.
They have no role to play.
Yeah.
Right. That's what he is trying to say. Yeah.
The opportunity for exteriorization is furnished by elementals, invisible units, which bring about physical events. The opportunity comes from, furnished by elementals. They cannot do this if they do not sense on the breath forms of the persons affected such signatures as permit or compel their action. So it has to be stamped on the breath form, those thoughts. These are signatures enough on the breath form.
They are.
Oh, there are signatures enough on the breath form of every person to call down good fortune or acute calamities at any time. So either good or bad.
Here, actually, this particular signature part, I will probably use the word Akashic record.
Okay. A data set in the Akashic record.
Pardon? Yeah.
Each signature will be a data set in the Akashic record.
Exactly, yes.
Right.
No, not a data set, the complete pattern in the Akashic record. How the energy is to be. See, basically what do we have? We have the 5 elements, right? We call it Panchabhutas. Akash here is actually the pattern.
Yeah, that's what he says. Yes, pattern.
So that pattern, these 4 elements, that is fire, air, water, and earth, it is to follow that particular pattern in reorganizing itself.
But also, isn't it the etheric body also, they say it has the pattern embedded in it?
All of them have the pattern.
Okay.
Okay, now that pattern, when you are taking it in, right, it's breaking down into prana, apana, udana, samana, vyayana. In addition to that, the five minor breaths are also there.
Yes, kurma, I heard.
Right. So totally 10 breaths are there acting on us.
Yeah.
Okay. They have to function on the 4 cranial parts of the body and the organs thereof. Right. So all of that, the formation of that is going to be decided by the pattern. See, this takes me back to our thoughts, food, all those 3 elements, how they work the entire nature process from atom till human body. How is that getting transformed?
Okay. Yeah, got it. Because the Akasha means even Akasha we have inside also. It doesn't mean only.
I didn't complete. Now, thoughts. Thoughts are your generated outcomes from the feelings. Okay, from your emotions, from your practices. Right?
Yeah.
So that is why that particular picture that I always use, I think this picture I have to permanently paste it here, it appears.
Pin it, just pin it. You can access it. Immediately pin it,
Right. Yes. So this picture, right? Right. Now, if I take this picture, okay. Now, these are from the internal.
Yes.
Okay.
Mental or, experience,
right.
Yes.
Say these are from the internal, we feel that it is internal, but how are these organized when the body is taking place? The body, it is more or less like this, right? Picture. Have I skipped that so far?
You skipped. This. Hey.
No. There is one more, sir. This one.
This one, yes.
So now, all these are part of your Akashic record is sitting all around you. It is not in a particular place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Akasha means
so it is all around. Now, chakras, based on your feeling and their rotation direction, is either sucking it in or rotating in the opposite direction.
It pushes out. Yeah.
Till
Either pulls or.
Correct. So now they are ending up forming all these organizations. Okay. All these organizations are the organs in the body in the respective location.
Oh, he says there is an echo in my voice.
No, it's okay. I don't find it.
So we are not finding anything.
It's okay.
No, like your voice and Jagdish sir voice, these voices have got fine tune, but ma'am ke kamre mein na, that voice has a little bit of echo because she is speaking from the speaker and also the room has some echo. तो वो आवाज धीरे बोलने से भी ज्यादा it sounds higher.
पता नहीं आपके इसमें आ रहा है, हम लोग को तो
नहीं, let's continue. It's not a ये आज का नहीं, मैं पहले से है, but then let's continue if it is fine.
Okay.
Let me try to echo. It is an echo cancelling. I don't know why it is causing.
No, if you connect a earphone and start speaking, it will not happen.
But मेरे इसमें भी आना चाहिए ना आपको, because I am not connecting earphone. I am directly talking.
Because you are sitting in a room where lot of materials might be there or lot of fabrics are there here and there.
There is no fabric at all.
आपकी आवाज क्लियर आ रही है.
आ रही है क्या? ठीक है.
जगदीश सर की आवाज क्लियर आ रही है.
ना मेरा सिर्फ इतना है कि मेरा एक प्रोफेशनल माइक लगा हुआ है, उसके कारण
हो सकता है. नहीं मैम, अगर खाली ईयरफोन कनेक्ट कर देंगे ना, इट विल बिकम क्लियर.
ठीक.
You want me to connect the earphone?
Yeah, I am thinking like that. It will improve the situation, ma'am. It's just a suggestion. If you can connect the earphone with your iPad or laptop and then start speaking or reading, it will improve everything.
So what is he saying here? The marshalling of the physical occurrences is done by the upper elementals acting under the order of the intelligences or complete triune self who decide upon the accelerating and retarding.
Is this better now?
We are fine, ma'am. I don't see any difference. Even prior to the whatever the suggestion, I didn't feel any difference.
Let us continue.
I don't feel it.
Let's continue. Let's not distract.
We're totally fine as far as the sound comes.
Okay. The marshalling of the physical occurrences is done by the upper elementals acting under the order of the intelligences or the complete triune selves who decide upon the accelerating or retarding.
Now here, let us recall what we studied in activating the light body. Right? He talks about there being an interconnectivity between the three layers of creation. The lower end, the mid-tier, and the upper end. Right?
Yes.
Planning is done by the upper end. Then it comes to the middle end. In the fifth area, the fifth dimension, because of the axitonal lines and axial circulatory system, there is a connection to this physical body.
Yes.
And the lower chakras of the skin, they play a role.
Yes. Yeah, they mentioned that all the
and your higher self rides through the fifth dimension.
Higher self through the fifth dimension.
And fifth dimension, it is then translated into the third dimension, into the physical body.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
That is the external path on which you are superimposing your thought patterns, etc. Right?
Yeah.
That is how that marshalling of the physical occurrences is done by the upper elementals acting under the order of intelligence. Order of intelligence is your
Coming from up.
10th, 11th, 12th
Yes.
dimension.
Yes.
Okay. Or the complete triune self. That is where the triune self also is, who decide upon the accelerating and retarding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
So the destiny of each human is worked into the general plan by his own thinker, his judge. So the destiny of each human is worked into the general plan by his own thinker, his judge. He is the judge. The thinker, being in touch with the government and the justice and surety of it, align itself with it and brings the human into his place in life.
Correct.
So that it occurs when it is
occurrences. Now, see, they always have been telling us, if we try to heal ourselves by communicating from the higher self, right? You can slowly resolve the problems that you are facing in the physical life. Now, we have examples. Joe Dispenza.
Yes.
R.J. Spina.
Yes.
Louis Hay.
Yes.
Right. Then you have Marisa Peer.
Yes.
You have that lady who is that convoluted universe.
Dollar and Scannon.
All these people are talking of the same thing.
Yes.
Right?
By
his own thinking. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, they are the judge. As long as they are
exactly what
his own thinking. No, please, his own thinking, yes, but drawn from the intelligence of the triune self.
Correct. So you have to get it from there. Your triune self has to be involved.
Exactly.
Atma is always connected to you. You should be able to recognize that you are connected. Then we can make it happen.
Correct.
That means spiritual essence.
So you also have done the same thing now while you saved your toes.
Yes. No, I didn't save my toe. Yeah. I gave my toes and then I said no more giving. That is how I helped myself.
No, I cured my knee. I cured by this way.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yes, you were healed. I mean, not healed. Yeah. Knee pain.
Yes.
Knee pain is completely gone, huh?
Yeah. It's not just a pain. It is the cartilage that had got knotted. It's completely gone. Pure intention.
Oh.
See, when you start visualizing, sir, you are actually creating the new pattern. And we know that our skin gets replenished every 3 days.
सर हमारा भी वो पूरा रोबोटॉइड का ही issue. I have worked with this with Louise.
Even yes, Jasbir ma'am also have cured herself. Yes.
Yeah.
So as long as we have faith in that model, you can work wonders. Yeah. So let's continue now.
See, you don't even have to go to thinking and destiny and all this triune self. Even a simple concept of Joseph Mercer's power of subconscious mind says the same thing. You have the intention and you will get it. You just have confidence that it will happen. Period.
Well, but we should believe in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should trust and you should have full faith in it. I mean, as simple thing, I tell you, man, if you haven't ever tried it, you just want to get a parking space for your car. 90% of the time it works.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
This I agree. Yes. It happens.
Yes.
No, as we keep meditating, we can even say, this fellow has not called me since a long time. I think he should call me today. You get the call.
Yes, that's synchronicity. Correct.
Synchronicity.
Whatever you ask, it is given.
Yeah.
And that's why I got first my healing process. I got through the Louis Hay book, affirmations and how it works, and also accepting and working on it. Yes. But one thing here, when he says the government and the justice and surety of it aligns itself, that means the surety is like, yes, I can do. Is this the one that affirmation?
Yes.
What is that he's talking?
Getting aligns itself, puts them together. Like you said, yes, your intention is there, it organizes itself. Intention.
The surety, yes, I can do it. That is the one. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think now we got everything. 4 kinds of units, progression of units. 4 kinds of units. To understand the purpose of the doer's re-existence and the length of time they continue, one should keep in mind the origin of the doer, some of the changes it has undergone, its ultimate destiny, and where it now stands in the plan and purpose of the universe.
Correct.
Absolutely.
So basically, to say that your corrections is an ongoing process. Soul is an eternal body that continues its journey. The other way of interpreting this entire para.
Yeah. So its ultimate destiny and where it now stands in the plan and purpose of the universe. So
Why is he coming to the earth?
Yeah. So to understand the purpose of the doer's re-existence, okay, and the length of time they continue, one should keep in mind the origin of the doer. See, that is it. That is the main thing. One should keep in mind the origin of the doer and some of the changes is that it has undergone, its ultimate destiny, and where it now. So we need to have all this knowledge.
Yes.
No, it helps to have the knowledge, but even if you don't know, even if you are not aware of it, if you are aware of it, it's excellent. Yeah, it is there happening. There's an ultimate destiny. The universe has an ultimate purpose for you. And you go on, your thoughts, etc., your ultimate destiny, as he calls it. It goes on with every birth, you keep moving forward.
Yes. Noetic destiny, as the presence or absence in the human of a certain amount of light of intelligence, it is the factor on which all else depends. It is the final statement of the account.
So
the spheres have.
So what he is saying, everything is going to depend on, because
wisdom,
knowledge, the entity that is there in the noetic environment is basically the wisdom, the knowledge. So you need to access this as the so noetic destiny, that means the wisdom-oriented destiny is what is the presence that does the entire direction on which the entire progression of the universe rests.
So it depends upon that main thing, that wisdom.
On wisdom, on knowledge.
Yeah.
So it is the final statement of account.
Yeah. Okay. The spheres have in them units divided into 4 great kinds: nature, AIA, triune self, and intelligence units. So nature units, AIA units, triune self units, and intelligence units. So the 4 kinds.
4 units are.
One second. But why? Just I have a problem here. The intelligence unit is actually embedded within the triune self, in a sense.
Correct.
Because that is the light of intelligence. Why is they put it separately? I don't know.
No, sir.
What is it?
No. If we take this diagram, right? Here we are.
No, but previously also he has given us that intelligence is higher than the triumph self.
Correct.
AIA, triumph self, and intelligence.
Correct.
On the top is the intelligence.
Correct. Now, what we are trying to explain here, deduce, is all this possesses this gray matter in between, which is its information and so on.
Yes.
Right? And then there are the elementals along with it. That light portion that he is talking of, in my understanding, is this gray matter.
Okay.
That is,
Yeah. You
he's
use it
talking about,
contextual.
yeah, contextual.
Contextual, yes. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. These are 4 sections in each. Yeah, these are 4 sections in each of which is completed a course of development.
Correct. So that means he has packaged the lessons accordingly.
Can we go to the picture to see that? So can I maybe understanding?
Which picture? This one?
No. The book itself was talking about
If you do not follow much, I will take you to that picture.
just
two.
curious what.
Yeah,
Okay,
figure
got
2H.
it.
Figure 2H.
This is 2H.
Now, nature unit descending and then ascending in the intelligence side. The left side is the nature side. Right
We
side
may
is
have
the
to
intelligence.
zoom it a little if possible. It's very thin to read.
We try to zoom it. This is okay.
Little better.
Okay.
This better. Yeah, this okay.
Yeah.
Basically, you start your journey as a unit, then you pass through all these stages, then you start becoming elementals. Here it is elements. Elements become elementals. Elementals then become what you call breath. So the breath joins them, acquires life, and they start moving as units. Right? These are the slow. Pardon?
Yeah, after the solid substrate, and then to the degree of a nature unit. Finally,
Right.
Then join breath form.
Then the breath joins, and then they become AIA. Then they start expression along these become the knower, thinker, doer, which is your triune self, and then they become intelligent units.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, it descends from the nature onto the earth, and then again ascends from through the intelligence.
It's a kind of cycle, yeah.
These I have also shared these diagrams in the notes that I have sent you people.
Yeah. Okay, at the end of the course, the opposites in a unit are adjusted to and are equal to each other. So at the end of the course, in the sense, like at the end of the final journey of the human.
Then no more visits to the earth is required. Till then, what is happening? Unmanifested is becoming manifested. That is getting reset. This is becoming wisdom. And the unmanifested units are further circulating.
Yeah.
I have an interesting, I sort of think about it. See, we talk about it comes back, no, it has to come back to earth, we say, and go through the life for the experience.
Correct.
Given that we have proved that there is a multiverse, not a universe.
Correct.
Is it possible that this rebirth need not take place in this universe, but in some other universe also?
Yes, that's what I heard. They do because in Dolores Canyon, she said there are a lot of people from other universes came onto this earth. That is why the population increased so much, she said.
The way I understand Yukteswar Giri's explanation in both.
He says that, yes.
The holy,
when it comes to,
as well as autobiography of a yogi,
yes.
The astral plane itself, there are multi-layers.
Yes.
Many souls are sitting there completing their learning in those respective souls. So what happens as you ascend and physical body is no more required, your ascension will continue, but in the multiverse.
But what I'm saying, instead of the earth for experience sake, but there are other universes also for us to experience.
That is what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's
See, when I'm talking about astral plane, it is not part of the earth.
Yeah, correct. Okay,
Earth
got
is
it.
only the physical plane.
Yeah. Yes.
And if you
So
have
even though
a lesson in the multiverse, on this universe also that lesson is completed.
So are you saying the complete triune self itself goes to a different set of lessons?
Not the complete, the same model, but it need not come to the physical earth.
So the triune self is not necessarily attached to this particular earth or universe.
Correct. Triune self itself will be roaming so many areas.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Wherever we are, it gets connected.
Correct.
It's a multi-dimensional thing. Triune self, see, you know only about this 3 dimension, right? X, Y, Z coordinates. That's our world. But when you talk to triune self, it's a multi-dimensional world, even beyond the 5th dimension.
Sir, some of us experience it when we are dreaming.
Yes.
We undergo those experiences in our dreams.
Right.
No, I'm confused. Here, like we're coming, so the 1/12 portion of door, and the previous sessions were talking about when we are completed that, whatever the lessons, we no longer need to take the physical birth. So we are being again associated with the complete triune self. That's the perfect human we are talking about.
Correct.
So at that time, we don't come to earth, which is understandable, but that means it's a complete triune self. So again, there is a deviation from the triune self and then take lessons in some other astral planes, or the whole triune self itself goes.
That will, your existence in multiverse is always simultaneous. A portion of you is here, but the same portion is in the astral world, in the mental world, in the noetic world. You are there, right, as particles.
Yes.
So there also your wisdom will keep on growing. It will not be stagnant.
Oh, okay. No, but I understand.
Continuously progressing.
No, for your question, Ratna, once you are balanced on the earth, in the physical body, you don't come back to physical earth.
That's understandable. That part is fine. But then we talked about the perfect human in the previous chapter, right? Towards the end of the 8th chapter. So, which means we are finished with the earth plane.
But your learning is faster in the physical earth, but it doesn't mean that you are not learning in the other planes. See, Ratna ma'am, how many of your problems have got resolved while you were sleeping?
They're not resolved, but they're temporarily suspended, rather.
No, they are resolved.
Both are possible.
Both keep happening. Either you may get an insight or the problem itself vanishes.
Say I'm not a spiritual aspirant. I'm sleeping. So what is happening is a temporary suspension of my problems. As soon as I may wake up state, I would remember them, right?
No. See, even if you are not spiritually awakened, the problem gets resolved. When you are spiritually awakened, you are able to recognize that has happened.
Exactly. Now you are aware of it. See, many of us who are not spiritual,
awareness is the one
we are not aware of that, what's happening.
Then you will say, I got so lucky, I just threw that ring and I wanted that and I got it. Now, what is that?
Yes. So not having the awareness and then just pretending that to be mere luck. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The least developed, at the end of the course, the opposites in a unit are adjusted to and are equal to each other. The least developed unit of nature has the potentiality of becoming an intelligence. So the least developed unit, in the sense, the highest unit, potential unit. The least developed unit of nature is the primordial unit in the fire element. The most developed is the breath form. So when he says least developed, in the sense that most powerful primordial unit in the fire element. The breath form.
That he is talking about nature unit.
Yeah. In the nature, that means on the earth, when descending on the earth.
Side, on the nature side.
No, sir, is he saying that that unit, when it generate, it is a fire element, and as in the course of its evolvement, when it becomes a most developed, when it joins the breath form, is that what he's trying to say?
Correct. I got it. Yeah.
The answer is
now
yes,
I got it.
But I will make it simpler. You start your journey as a fire element.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You acquire the radiance, that means the maximum potential of yourself as a radiant element, you acquire first. Then you start your journey as a water element. You go to the purest form of water.
And then the air.
Then air, the purest form of air. And then earth crust, the purest form of earth.
After
you have completed all that, in the solid state, right, you have substates. So you will go through the finest purification of each of those. That is the time when you get a shape.
Yes.
And breath will join, give you life, you become breath form.
Yes, now I got in that diagram. Yes. Got it. But in the elementals, in the descending order, isn't it? First fire, then air, then water, then earth.
Correct. Because of their density.
Earth crust.
That also is because of the density of the particles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the higher up you go, it is more subtler.
Correct.
The breath form ceases to be a unit of the nature kind when its active and passive sides have been made equal, and when it becomes an AIA.
Correct.
Yeah. This is brought about by the triune self which it had served. Eventually, the AIA becomes a triune self.
Correct.
Yeah, this diagram we have seen just now. Yeah.
Yeah, not only just now, old diagram. Remember?
Same one.
Different. I same thing. Okay, 12 stuff.
Correct.
Yes. Eventually, the AIA becomes a triune self. The triune self kind is on the intelligent side of the universe and is of three parts: psychic, mental, and noetic. When a triune self has completed its course, the active and passive sides of its three parts are equal. So that means when it is balanced, they become equal, active, passive.
So does that mean, so does that mean that we are at the triune self now? Does that mean that, like in the nature side, we start from the fire element and go up to the earth crust and solid and etc. And then we make a form at the AIA level. Now that we are ascending towards the triumph self, does that mean we are at the least developed triumph self, which is getting developed and evolved in the physical, mental, and neotic atmosphere to become more towards the realm of permanence? Is that the way I think is correct?
When you say we, right? Let me. We are a community of units. Right? Our units have been classified into psychic, mental, and noetic state. Right? As we group them together, the corresponding bodies are formed.
Okay, huh?
Okay, right?
That is
That means we have got units which are in the psychic, mental, and noetic state, right? So we are a mix-up. Eventually, when all are mixed together, you will get a particular shape. Okay. So what is he saying? When you are on the intelligent side, each of them has got its own balance and imbalance till it has reached the maximum. Imbalance
Correct.
there in nature side or intelligent side, both. Just because you have come into intelligent side doesn't mean you are completely balanced. You are in the journey. You are in the transition mode. All your units, right, have to be completely balanced. You will again be subjected to the test.
Correct. हाँ.
आ गया ना? ठीक है. अभी क्या है आपका? आधा चमक रहा है, आधा नहीं चमक रहा है.
So our evolvement has percentage of all three units.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
And also
somebody
nature
may be
units.
having more.
No, even nature units will be there in us.
हाँ, वहां से आ चुके हैं, but that touch is still there.
अभी मान लीजिए एक लेसन का कॉम्पोजिशन 10 चैप्टर है. हमें एक आपका एक सब्जेक्ट का. Okay. If you have got 10 chapters in that, you have finished some 6 chapters. That is, you are in the spiritual awakening. You are
Journey.
from the fourth or fifth dimension, not the third. समझ में आया?
जी अभी समझ गया मैं. हाँ,
ठीक है, चलो आगे.
ठीक, thank you.
when a triune self has completed its course, the active and passive sides of its three parts are equal. Then the doer and the thinker act independently of and coordinately with each other and are both in agreement with the knower, which is oneness. See, when the doer and the thinker.
Okay. इसका explanation अगर आपको समझना है, till you merge the spiritual aspect into you, your chakras are only horizontal. ठीक है? When they merge, starting with the heart, and you start feeling everything is love, your communication is pure, your thought process is pure, all those purities together will slowly change the direction of movement of your chakras. All of them become a single chakra, that is unified chakra. The energy that is then radiated becomes the unified energy. समझ में आया नहीं आया? कंफ्यूज हो गया?
नहीं सर, से हॉरिजॉन्टल वाला मुझे समझ नहीं आया. हमारा तो चक्रा सब वर्टिकली है ना.
हॉरिजॉन्टल. as you start evolving, as your kundalini starts rising over the right, आपका लेवल बढ़ते जाएगा. Slowly the direction of chakras will change. Instead of being horizontal, they will start doing a 360 among themselves.
Okay.
All of them will move in one direction.
Okay. अभी तो वो they are moving in every direction. That day we learned.
See, every direction depending upon your level of maturity. If you are surviving like an animal, ठीक है, पैदा हुए, जी रहे, then they are only horizontal because they don't have any other plane of rotation.
हाँ, correct. समझ में आया. हाँ.
Later it goes vertical and merges into heart. And further.
ठीक है, आगे.
Okay. The unit of the triune self kind becomes an ultimate unit of the intelligence kind. Okay, the unit of the see, when this happens, when in oneness, when we become oneness, the unit of the triune self kind becomes an ultimate unit of intelligence kind.
हाँ, अगर वो स्टेज पर पहुंच गए ना मिश्रा जी, then you become
जी
fully
जी जी
triune self.
The units in the fire sphere are in constant activity. Okay, that radiant sphere, always in a constant activity. Fire units are the first manifestation out of the substance. So those are the, emerged into this universe first. Fire units are the first manifestation out of substance. There is activity only in each unit. The opposite is latent and potential.
Correct.
See, there is active only in each unit. The opposite is latent and potential. The one which is, latent, it has lot of potentiality. That is why fire is lot more potential.
You have got an active part and a passive part.
Passive is the latent and potential. Yes.
Active has to activate the passive entities to become active.
Yeah.
Or balanced. Yeah.
Recently, only second time now I am understanding. Before it was so confusion. What is this active passive? I never understood before. But now this time it is, more, clear. Okay. When the potential side comes into evidence as passivity, the unit leaves the fire sphere and becomes an air unit of the sphere of air. See, this is the change occurs.
This is
when the potential.
One state to another state transformation.
Yes. When the potential side comes into the evidence as passivity, the unit leaves the fire sphere and becomes an air unit of the sphere of air.
Correct.
Their active side dominates the passive. Then in that air, when it becomes air, the active side dominates the passive, it seems, because the action, then the air action dominates.
Yeah.
The active side dominates the passive. Later on, the passive side of the unit dominates the active side, and the unit enters the sphere of water as water unit. See, further that changes, the air becomes water. When it becomes water, he is saying passive side of the unit dominates.
Fire and air, when they cool down, they become water particles.
So that's why fire and air are opposite. Not a fire and air and water. Air and water, the passive active sides are also opposite.
No. See, fire has become air as it has changed. Now, when it condenses, fire bhi thanda pad gaya, to air bhi thanda pad gaya, to it becomes water.
Yes. But he is saying in the water unit, the passive side, that unit dominates the active side. When the passive side of the water unit dominates the other side so that all activities ceases, the unit becomes a unit of the sphere of earth.
That is the complete crystallization.
Yeah.
Sir, can you tell this again?
पढ़ो एक और बार मैडम.
Okay.
क्योंकि एक जगह एक्टिव डोमिनेट करता है और फिर एक जगह फिर पैसिव डोमिनेट करता है.
No. Passive hota hai, then active starts, right? That's where after it comes, then it goes to the next level. First
Correct.
the fire,
from the
when it becomes active, then it takes the passive elements and makes it to the next level, which is water.
Exactly.
So like that, each step, that is how it goes. There is a passive thing, but activates it. That makes it the passive thing to activate. That's how it progresses. That's what it is.
So it's always passive, activates, and then it goes to the next level.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sir. Passive, okay, let's continue.
Yeah. In one way, the passive it does not manifest. It has a lot of potentiality in it.
Correct.
In the manifested part of the earth sphere is the light world.
Correct. Light can only come to the one that has passed its cycle and then become the manifested one. अभी तो उसका recognition भी होगा.
You want to see the picture? 1B? No. Or it's up to you.
One B. This is what we saw at the very beginning.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yes.
We've been referring, yes. This covers the entire thing.
The 4 words.
Yes.
It is on the nature.
Okay. It is on the nature side and corresponds to the noetic atmosphere of a triune self. Okay, the light world is composed of units which have been roused from their inactivity in the earth sphere by the light of intelligence in the noetic atmosphere of the triune selves. Okay, it is on the nature side and corresponds to the noetic atmosphere of the triune self.
Side. Just read the last one. In the manifest part,
in the manifested part of the earth sphere, it is that there is light world. Okay. In that light world, it is on the nature side and corresponds to the noetic atmosphere of a triune self. The light world is composed of units which have been roused from their inactivity, passive side, in the earth sphere by the light of the intelligence in the noetic atmosphere of the triune selves. So they got activated by the light of intelligence on the earth. In that light world, they were passively inactive with the potentially, its potential, but it is on the earth, it is activated by the light of intelligence in the noetic atmosphere. The units of the light world are nature units which reflect and appear to be light. So basically, these are all the nature units which reflect. The units of the light world are nature units only, but they reflect and appear to be light. In these units, there is that which is not manifest in the light world. So there is, he's saying some is not manifested. That eventually progresses and becomes a life unit in the light world.
Understanding this, I am just throwing up. Let's say we take a stick. Do you see the fire elements in that?
No.
Do you see the water element in that?
No, but even though it is
the earth element in that, right? Now,
only the soft.
You generate fire and give it to this stick.
Yes.
Right? Then you will see it getting transformed from the visible earth element.
Yes.
To, you will see the fire in it. It will go through that entire process.
Yes.
Now what is happening? All the inactive fire elements there have got activated.
Yes, they become active.
Correct. So you can see that entire process if you take some example like that in your understanding.
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
Yes, it's a very good. Yeah. Good example.
Even our body has all those. I mean, like we don't need to think of stick itself. They're all inherent in all those elements.
Yes.
Yeah. Your body has all those elements. Nature elements are all there.
Yes.
The units of the light world are nature units which reflect and appear to be light. In these units, there is that which is not manifest in the light world.
For this, I give that example. In this, there are units that are not yet manifest.
Yes. That eventually progresses and becomes a life unit in the light world. And similarly, there is that in the life unit which becomes a form unit in the form world. So in that particular world, they become, those units. And then the unit enters the physical world and comes successively to the light, the life, the form, and at last to the physical plane of the physical world. So finally, it comes.
Exteriorization process.
Yes.
And what we were talking about is the reverse. when we light a stick and all that, that is the reverse of this.
Yes. So it is coming down from the light world, life world, form world to the physical world.
Correct.
On each of these planes, the unit passes through 4 states of matter, which on the physical plane are called the radiant, the airy, the fluid, and the solid. So basically, the same correspond to these 4 worlds. Radiant world is the light world. Airy is the life, and then fluid is the form, and then the solid is the physical. The unit progresses from one state to the another. So it advances to new functions and states in which it is conscious. It does not change as an individual unit. So as it advances the unit, it becomes more conscious, is saying, as its function and state. Time is of different kinds. Okay, time is of different kinds in the physical, the form, and the life worlds. In the light world is eternity, an ever-present now, in which all changes are in the present and the effect is in the cause, because there are no divisions to distinguish past from future. The changes in the units are in the realm of permanence, where the conscious light as truth prevails and shows things as they are. So that is in the light world.
Correct.
In the human world, changes are brought about by the mental and psychic atmospheres of the doer and physical atmospheres of the body. In the temporal human world, the lights of nature prevail as stars and sun and moon, and the body senses measure the time as night and day of the changes of masses of the sun and moon and earth in their relation to each other. Because of the times and space, all these changes occur on the physical world.
Not only that, this also indirectly talks about the bio clock that we have for every entity of the body. Just think, read it slowly. You will understand that there is a bio clock. In the human world, changes are brought about by the mental and psychic atmospheres. That means we can exploit that to heal ourselves.
And it is unique to that body.
Yeah. Atmospheres of the doer and physical atmosphere of the body. There are 2 atmospheres. One is the inner doer and the physical environment of this body. In the temporal human world, what is temporal? It is our physical world. The lights of nature prevail as stars, sun, moon, and body. Okay, stars up to moon. And the body senses measure the time as day and night. Okay. Of the changes of masses of the sun and moon and earth in their relation to each other. So are you getting the crux of it?
Yeah. So it is coordinating that these changes of the
energies influence every part of the body.
Yeah, body senses. Yes, he says that body senses measure the time. Yeah, as night and day.
Correct. So when he says night and day, that means he is dividing it. We have divided it into 24 clock. Our clock means
we have divided it physically. It's not so actually. Yeah.
That is
we have made it 12, sir. So and then there are 12 organs in the body, interestingly. Okay. Each organ has got a specific time of effective this one. That is the bioclock.
Correct.
That is how the whole thing is beautifully linked, really. When I read that bioclock, I understood it as a standalone module. Now this para is throwing the light that is required to integrate them.
And also that hormones also, they secret according to day and night in our body.
Yeah, hormones are nothing but neurotransmitters. Naturally,
exactly. They are the transmitters. And that is how light is very important for the body. That is why your serotonin and conversion to melatonin and vice versa is happening.
Yes, happens. Yes.
Yes. Melatonin. Yes. Day and night. Yes.
Sir, is this thinking and destiny or anatomy?
It cannot be without it, right?
Exactly.
Anatomy is a physical manifestation of thinking.
Exactly.
And destiny. Right.
No. Interestingly, are we learning the medical science here, or are we learning thinking and destiny?
We are becoming intellectuals, that's all.
That's all.
Nothing else.
Okay, the units of the physical world pass through these systems.
I really pity those who are missing this lively discussion. Yeah.
I think later we should read Ramtha also. Ramtha also, he explains so well some of these concepts.
Ramtha needs a little bit of total surrender to understanding. See, certain things he says. You're talking about the white Ramtha's book, no? The white book. Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah. If you read that, it cannot be read in this style.
No, not like
different style and different belief system. Certain things that you read there will sound contradictory to what is here.
Correct. No, but if you go deep into understanding that, it is actually talking the same thing.
Right.
For a different kind of our state of mind to understand it actually.
Yes.
Neither it is like
our book. No, Percival, he explains in detail every little thing.
Yeah.
The units of the physical world pass through these systems but do not lodge in them until the units are units of the radiant, airy, fluid and solid states.
That means our physical organs of the body have got units which are transformed fully. Otherwise, they are sitting as energy.
Yes.
Nice.
They must have been parts of the structure of a human body before they can be compounded and become chemical elements and enter into the compound bodies of nature on the physical plane. That means like together they formed, different compounds like salt, sodium and chloride together. Same way these.
The same thing again. Joe Dispenza's diagram. That is what is.
Yes. Atom, molecule, cells, and organs. Okay. They must have been part of the structure of a human body before they can be compounded and become chemical elements and enter into the compound bodies of nature on the physical plane. They cannot be part of the physical structure of the stars, the sun, the moon, the earth, and rocks, plants, or animals until they have passed through the structures of a human body.
So what we are throwing out is becoming the star. Or the other way to interpret this line is there is a constant exchange.
In your very ancient some of the stories like Dhruva and all, or even Gautam, Rishis, etc., why do we say that ultimately they become stars? Why do we name those stars after them?
Correct.
It's not just of their memory, because they really reflect the become. You talk Rishi Gautam or Dhruva, etc. We all refer to them as stars, right? Rohini, all this.
Yes.
That's
very interesting. Yes. Until they have passed through the structure of a human body.
Yes.
Dhruvatara and lot of all these seven.
Gautam, yes.
Gautama Maharshi, yes, so many rishis, yes. The stage in which a unit is a part of a human is that in which it is part of a cell.
So in the
The stage
human,
in
it's a cell. In the human, it is the cell. Okay, very good. What happens to cell then?
Cell has one cell link unit, which as a link holds many cell units in the solid state.
So this is the nuclei.
Yeah.
This
So
like
that it holds
nuclei.
and then a cell link unit holds one form link unit which as a link holds many form units in the fluid state. Okay. A form link unit holds one life link unit which as a link holds many life units in the airy state. So he is coming down from the solid water fluid.
I am seeing a practical implementation of your visualization, the creative visualization that you do, right? And orient that towards your healing, like Louis Hay and others. This is the formula there. It's the creative formula.
I look at it slightly differently. I believe this author thinks that we're idiots and he has to tell all this over and over again. These things have come out through many other stages of his explanation.
No. He has to take us to that level for us to realize that we have that power. I will put it more pragmatically.
Okay. Because sometimes it becomes boring to listen to the same thing over and over again. Yeah.
So the life link unit holds one breath link unit, which as a link holds many breath units in the radiant state. Okay. This is the interest. Yeah. The stage in which, basically. A cell is made up of 4 holdings or compository units, which are links retaining each a few or a host of units as they pass in streams through the cell. What is this? A cell is made up of 4 holding units. Okay, 4 holding or compository.
There's a chain the cell.
Yeah. Links retaining each a few or a host of units. Okay, as they pass into streams. Okay, these are transient units, each functioning in one of the 4 states: the radiant, airy, fluid, or solid state. Okay, same thing. And transient. Okay, so they remain. They keep.
Ayurveda now.
Vata, Pitta. Yeah, correct. Yes.
These 4, when they are balanced, you get your Kapha, Pitta, and.
They remain in the cell a short time and then flow on with the stream. So these transient units, they keep changing the states of radiant, airy, fluid, and solid states. Each cell in the human body has such streams flowing through it from the birth to the death of the body. Yeah. After transient units have been so retained for a while in a human body, they may be imprisoned in a rock, flowing in the ocean, floating in the air, sparkling in the sunlight.
Okay.
That's beautiful. It's very beautiful the way he was explaining.
Yes, the way he compared.
He surprises us in a
He is stressing, you are the God who is creating stars and others, not the other way around.
Wow.
After transient units have been so retained for a while in human body, they may be imprisoned like in a rock, flowing in the ocean, floating in the air, sparkling in the sunlight. Wow. They return to a human body, not necessarily the same one, and go back to outside nature. There are, because basically you mean that after the death we go back to the nature. Is that the one? They return to human body, not necessarily the same one.
See, you have.
By the way, not necessarily after death only. See,
that happens.
Your cells are changing, right? What happens to this is where Bruce Lipton comes very nicely.
I know.
Where it says there is the environment, each cell is actually associated with the environment, not just the
So
internal
does the
structure.
nature of personal reality, very first chapter, first
Yes. Correct.
Yes. Because the cells keep changing every 24 hours or whatever, 48 hours. Yes. They are passing through the transient units in the human body, free units which are affected gradually by their passage so that they will in time become transient units.
Right.
Those free units, which are affected gradually. They are not part of the structure of a human body, of a chemical element, or any object of external nature. Okay.
They are
The
free
transient
agents.
They're not part of the structure of a human body, of a chemical element, or of any object of external nature. The transient units are the mass of human body, of a chemical element, or any object of external nature. So he is saying that it is not the structure of the human body.
The transit unit, not the transit is not structured. That's it.
Yeah. The matter, that is the transient units, which is arranged so as to be the cell, is gradually carried away by the stream, but the cell link unit organizes other matters into the cell, holding all the time its form link unit, which holds its life link unit, which holds the breath link unit, each of them attracting units of its own kind.
Correct.
Okay, that's why he is saying in the first here, they are not part of the structure of a human body. Only they are units of a mass of
solidified. They are not solidified to a form.
They are not solidified. That's right. That's what he meant. Otherwise, we had to be very careful in that structure. They sound similar. So those links. See, all these units in their own form, they link each other, and hold.
They also form into various categories. Some of them are link cells, some of them are some other cells, and so on.
Yeah. Correct. In air and water, different forms. Yes. The 4 link units keep the cell in organization. The cell link unit holds cell matter of the plasma. What is plasma or plasma? I don't know. The cell link unit holds cell matter of the plasma, which comes from one of the 4 kinds of food.
It's a spelling.
The form link unit holds form matter making up the plasma. The cell link unit holds the cell matter of the plasma, which comes from the 4 kinds of food. Okay, one is from the form link unit holds the form matter making up the
singular compared to plasma as plural.
Yeah, plasma.
Yeah,
the plasma is the plural. Yeah.
So then this word
plasma.
Singular.
Plasma. I never heard. I always heard plasma only. Okay.
They only talk plural.
The life link unit holds the life matter, and the breath link unit holds the inspiring matter. So these are all different kinds of foods. In the 4 kinds of food he is talking about.
Food links, different links.
Yeah.
These foods create the links.
We will stop here.
Okay. Yes, it's 11 o'clock.
Now, are we going to the next section? No. Is there how much more is there in this place?
In this section is quite a lot, sir.
Okay, then okay, we'll stop then.
काफी है ये कल भी पूरा नहीं होगा लगता हाँ नहीं कल हो जाएगा
ठीक है
Yeah.
But we have to remember 20 page 20 we stopped.
No, I have highlighted it. So I will
highlighted. Okay.
Okay.
There are so many sessions going on. It's confusing. Whether yesterday I was thinking,